in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo for so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And a scout folks believe that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. on third down. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Look at those stick skills. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 24 carries, 132 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Back to Montgomery on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Vikings, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. The Bears at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on third down, Fields. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Play fake. Cousins. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Cousins now. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
To the 27-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Up the middle, it's Cook. Dances by him. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that a third-year wideout can form a lasting connection with second-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run with Montgomery. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kari Blossengame, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. He was brought down by Joe Thomas. From the 27, Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Fields. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When Chicago lost his starting back, David Montgomery, for an early 4-game stretch, Herbert really stepped up and impressed a lot of people. Put up 344 yards in those games and convinced a lot of folks that he has what it takes to start full-time.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Net open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st down, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Montgomery is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall as his guys are able to extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. He's got Smith here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
23 yards, the final tally.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action. Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. Cousins again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Badgley's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Second and 10. Fields again. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Steps away. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing them.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet from 17 yards out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the...
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Cousins. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Cousins. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Credit Jalen Johnson, normally shutting down throwing lanes, but there he shut down that play in the backfield.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Catch made right side by Wilson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Play action now, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Cousins to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Going up the gut, Montgomery. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2nd down at 4. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Montgomery back to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery from 10 yards out. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And out now come the Vikings. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trimmed that lead down to just 2 scores.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Herbert. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A handoff for Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap, Fields. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Play fake, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On 3rd down, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run here with Herbert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down to the 32. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.